Hello friends, welcome to RINI's tutorial. Let us continue the next part of life processes, that is nutrition in amoeba. We all know that amoeba is a unicellular organism. That means the single cell have to be perform all basic functions of their body. For example, digestion, respiration, excretion, reproduction, like that. So the single cell have to be perform all basic functions of their body. So amoeba is a protozoan. So they carry out the nutrition through intracellular digestion. What do you mean by intracellular digestion? Digestion means the conversion of complex substance into simple substance. That process we call it as the digestion. Then what do you mean by intracellular? That means inside the cell. So the amoeba, it is a protozoan. Their digestion will take place inside the cell. That type of digestion we call it as the intracellular digestion. And next point, they are omnivorous. What do you mean by omnivorous? That means they can feed on both plants and animals. For example, microscopic algae, bacteria, protozoa and particles of decaying organic matter they are feeding. So they are omnivorous. Next, we are moving to the steps in holozoic nutrition. Already we studied about holozoic nutrition. What do you mean by holozoic nutrition? It is a type of heterotrophic nutrition which involves what? Intake of solid pieces of food. So in holozoic nutrition, the organisms, that means the heterotrophs, they are intaking what? Solid pieces of food. So that type of nutrition we called it as a holozoic nutrition. So what are the different steps of holozoic nutrition? The first one is ingestion and the second one digestion, absorption, assimilation and ejection. So first we will study detailed about ingestion. What do you mean by ingestion? Intake of food. So amoeba capture food with the help of a temporary finger-like process called pseudopodia. So pseudopodia means the extension of the cell membrane. So this is amoeba. This is a plasma membrane. This plasma membrane is extended. So this is a food particle is here. So next, what is the next process? The process of ingestion of solid particles by a cell is called as phagocytosis. That means the single cellular organism, for example amoeba, they are intaking solid pieces of food or they are engulfing solid pieces of food. They are engulfing what? Solid particle inside their body. That process we call it as the phagocytosis. So if the single cell is taking food inside their body, that process we call it as the phagocytosis. So here it is a single cell. This single cell is engulfing what? A solid food particle inside their body. So that process we call it as the phagocytosis. How they are engulfing? By the extension of pseudopodia. It is the finger-like projection. So the plasma membrane extended to form a finger-like projection. This finger-like projection we call it as the pseudopodia. So first step is ingestion, that means intake of food through phagocytosis. And next one is digestion. What do you mean by digestion? It changes the complex insoluble substance of food into simpler absorbable substance. That means after intake of food, the food particle will move to that means the food will move to the food vacuole. So what will be present in the food vacuole? The enzymes are present in the food vacuole. These enzymes convert the complex substance into simple substance. That process we call it as the digestion. Then what is the third step? That is absorption. Absorption means the digested simple and soluble substance pass out of food vacuole into the surrounding cytoplasm. Absorption means after digestion. What is digestion? The conversion of complex substance into simple substance. So this conversion is taking place in food vacuole. So from the food vacuole, the complex substance are converted into what? Simple substance with the help of enzymes present in the food vacuole. And from the food vacuole, that simple substance are transported or absorbed into the surrounding cytoplasm. That process from the food vacuole it is absorbed to the surrounding cytoplasm. Cytoplasm is the jelly-like substance. So in cytoplasm the other cell organelles are present in the cytoplasm. So from the food vacuole the simple substance is absorbed to the surrounding cytoplasm. That process we call it as the absorption. And the next step is assimilation. What do you mean assimilation? The absorbed food material are converted into various constituents of protoplasm including food reserve. So assimilation means what? So assimilation means the conversion of absorbed food into protoplasmic constituents. That means it is converted to different food reserves. So assimilation means they are using that absorbed food materials, and it is protoplasm including the food reserve. So they are using that absorbed food items, that we call it as the assimilation. And the next step is ejection. So ejection means what? Ejection means after absorption and assimilation they are discharging what? Undigested food as feces. So they are discharging the undigested food to outside. That process we call it as the ejection through fecal matter. Like that, through fecal matter they are ejecting out the fecal matter to outside. The process we call it as the ejection. So this is the 4 different steps, that is through the food particle is entering inside through pseudopodium. Here the pseudopodia is extending, and the pseudopodia through the pseudopodia will join here. So the food will be inside the amoeba. So inside the food vacuole the food is present. The food vacuole contain the enzymes. That enzymes convert the complex substance into simple substance. And what will happen after conversion of complex into simple? That simple substance are absorbed by the cytoplasmic surroundings, and after that assimilated. That means they will be used up the absorbed substances. After using, they will eject out the excretory matter as fecal matter. They will eject out. So these are the different steps of holozoic nutrition. Thanks for watching. Please share and subscribe my channel.